Hey there, Scorpio. How we doing? Welcome to your December 2024 Kabbalistic Tarot card reading. Let's get right into it. All right. I already invoked Taru, so we'll just get started. I will say if you would like to book a personal reading with me, do some healing work, energy work, anything like that, links in the bio. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hope you're all having a good Sagittarius season. So finally over Scorpio season. No offense. But yeah, I find it's not easy, Scorpio season. It's not easy. If you're as in tune as I. But yeah. Where's I going with this? Yeah. Okay. So we will be using a Tree of Life spread. Be using the Thoth Tarot. And yeah, let's get right into it. Nothing to it but to do it. All right, Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. Let's see what the universe has in store for you. The month of 2000, for the month of 2000, for the month of December 2020. All right. Bottom of the deck, you have the moon, whatever that's worth to you. Okay, the all, or the source of the situation in December. You have the Hierophant, Taurian energy. Wisdom. You have prudence, Virgo energy. And understanding. Oh, you have fortune, Jupiterian energy. In love, you have the Princess of Wands, Earth of Fire. In power, perhaps challenges, you have the Emperor, Aries energy. Very cool. In truth, you have the Chariot, Cancerian energy. In your victory, you have the Three of Wands, more Aries energy. And splendor, you have the Devil. Oh, naughty Scorpio. What are you up to? Okay. And foundation, your foundation, you have the Nine of Wands. Wow. Looks good there. Looks really good. Okay. Your manifestation, your embodiment, your world of participation is brought to you by the Ten of Cups, the Lord of Satiety. Pretty sure I'm not pronouncing that right, but it's a tough word to pronounce, and that also looks really good right there. Thank you, Spirit, and thank you, Scorpio, for being here. Cheers. Is it a good looking tree? I like this tree. Yeah, okay. Let's get right into it. Source of the situation, the all, you have the Hierophant, Taurian energy. This has to do with having some kind of a connection to a power greater than yourself. It's stable relationships. It's developing trust in God or a higher power or source. It encourages you to search for meaning and do something worthwhile with your time. It warns against arrogance and self-complacency and having a dogmatic, know-it-all attitude, as one may get with this kind of energy. This used to be called the Pope, but yeah, the Hierophant. Just like a religious guide or leader, someone like that. I always get nervous when this is the source of the situation or is in the all, because it's like you could be involved with somebody that you see as a Hierophant, and that can get tricky. But also, this could be how you are seeing yourself. The majors, or the bigger cards, they represent objective truths, right? Whereas the small cards are more subjective truths. So this for you, Scorpio, I feel, endurance, stillness, self-examination. Maybe you are the Hierophant. Maybe you are. In which case, I'd say you're leading others in some kind of spiritual service or spiritual way, providing explanation, manifestations, traditions, a sense of trust, having a deep experience of meaning, sharing what it is you know, or vice versa. You're on the receiving end of that kind of energy. But intuitively, I feel that it is you, Scorpio. All right. So from that, we expand into wisdom, where you have the Eight of Discs, Sun in Virgo, Lord of Prudence. Ooh, this has to do with skill. This has to do with applying intelligence to nature, with allowing something to grow without interference, with having mature concepts. No, that's, yeah. Having mature ideas and not having immature ideas or premature harvests. There's a thing on my screen there, maybe lose my train of thought. Okay. Hard work, repetition, day in, day out. Why would this be in your wisdom? Well, careful foresight. Beginning of a long-lasting relationship. Something's building from this Hierophant energy, and it's good. It's 8, which is in splendor. It's a surrender to one's work. Right? Repetition, hard work, day in, day out, as I said. Allowing something to grow. Okay. Yeah. Whatever it is that's going on here with this Hierophant that you are becoming or are becoming entangled with, it's bringing you some pretty nice things. At least that's what your wisdom is telling you. It's allowing you to expand, to change, to see more than you're usually used to seeing, to become perhaps more intelligent, or let's say less ignorant, more, you have more self-knowledge, I feel. And you're expanding. It's expansion. Yeah. And that's good. It's very good, Scorpio. So from that expansion, we have consolidation, understanding. What you need to receive or understand is right here. Fortune, Jupiterian energy, traditionally speaks of external revolution, but all experience is internal. Self-affecting goal of the Hermit creates the illusion of a self. Okay. Fortune, Jupiterian energy. Ask you, what do you want? What will you do for it? Okay. You have to excuse me on that last one there. So this, all right, you have this big wheel turning, and you can be 3 different places, right? You can be in the center, where it's nice and calm, and it's like things happen, and you don't really worry about them happening. I mean, you notice them, you worry, but it's like nothing really bothers you too much, because you set the course, you set the pace, you know what you want and what you will do. If you were on the outer edge, it's more like, okay, shit's a little crazier here. It's like, okay, this is happening, that's happening, I don't know how to deal with it so much. It's less calm, right? And then you have the spokes, right? You could be on one of the spokes where it's like, it's just going around and around and around, and it's like, okay, good things happen, bad things happen, and it's fine. There's a lot of different ways to understand this card, and I'm trying to figure out the best way to explain it to you. And, well, it's unavoidable change. It's being the causes of effects. It's recognizing your true destiny and shaping that as the task in life, right? It's trusting the universe, samsara, dharma, just going with it. Just going with it, right? It's a lot. It's a card of surrender to what it is you want. So, what you need to understand is that things aren't always gonna go your fucking way. I'm sorry. I don't know where that came from, but yeah, they're not. But they are gonna go your way sometimes. Either way, you don't really have much control over it. That's another meaning of this card, lack of control. It's underneath Saturn, which is the limiter. So, what you're getting out of this prudence, this Eight of Discs, it may not be exactly what you want. It may be exactly what you want. Either way, you want to be right in the center here. That's where you'll find peace. And that's what you need to understand. Whatever you're going through here, it's not in your control. Whatever feels fortuitous or fortunate or not fortunate, unfortunate, it's not really in your control. It's not to say that you need to necessarily give up and say, well, that's life, that's fate, that's the way it is, but rather just kind of accepting and acknowledging forces larger than our ego, right? I want this, I don't want that, and that's life. Okay, so that's your world of emanation. That's your world of prayer, all right? Things are growing, things are becoming, and things are also a little chaotic. Okay, let's continue. Let's enter into your world of inspiration or creation, in your world of love or generosity. You have the Earth of Fire, the Princess of Wands. I was going to try and keep this reading simple, and they never are. But here you go. All right, expansive force. Okay, she is energetic. She's Earth of. I said that. Okay, she's energetic. She's experiencing euphoric bliss. She's experiencing euphoria through bubbling high spirits. She encourages living in a spontaneous and a stimulating way. And she's got no pants on. She's got a tiger coming out of her hair. She doesn't care about much. She's a little reckless, a little impulsive. She warns against theatrical behavior and moody impulsiveness, so be careful of that. This is your world of love. This is your subjective experience, how you're seeing things, and also what you could be grateful for. This is someone who is quick in anger and love. This is someone who is unreliable, but zestful, who's a primer, gets things going, and who's brave. Yeah. I see this as, well, yeah, I do see this as you. Scorpio. Exactly what it is you're doing, I have no idea, and I never do, and that's okay, as I say. I do see this as a response to this, to the patience that's being developed here, your wisdom telling you to just let things be, let them grow, they are growing, and then you, in your world of love and inspiration and all this expansive energy is like, yeah, okay, but let's get it going, let's get started, let's have fun, let's do something about it. Innovative ideas that urge their expression. I have these ideas, I need to get them out, I need to get started, I need to set this puppy on fire. And I get it. I really do. Princess of Wands can be great or destructive. It really depends on where you kind of draw the boundaries with her. And she kind of has no boundaries. She's Earth of Air. She's in Malkuth. She feels something in the body she wants to do, and she does it. Kind of simple as that. But that's how you're expressing your love. That's how your love is coming through in the month of December, and that's pretty cool. Just be careful. Just be aware of the energy. And you'll be just fine. Speaking of boundaries and your power, or perhaps challenges, you have the Emperor, okay? The Emperor is all about, I can't stand when people say something's all about, and yeah, I just did, okay. Emperor is ambition, authority, boundaries, once again stifling everything through exaggerated perfectionism and seriousness. Almost kind of the opposite energy of to the Princess of Wands here, right? Strict authority, daddy issues, right? This is the dad of the tarot, and she's just wanting to do whatever she wants to do, and will do whatever she wants to do. And if she doesn't do whatever she wants to do, it's going to be very evident to whoever is around her that she's just faking it. Let's get back to the Emperor, though. The Emperor is realizing plans, set ambition, encourages you to consistently turn your plans and intentions into reality. So even though things may be going or not going your way, you need to stay strong, and you will stay strong. But it may be a challenge, but you have what it takes to stay strong, to be upright, to be moral, to have a self-constitution, to realize what your self-constitution is, to have that strength of leadership that I know you have, Scorpio. Also a card of physicality, consolidation, and it's the connection between, wisdom and, well, you don't know. So I'm telling you, it's the connection between wisdom and truth, right? He is the observer looking down on personal localized consciousness. I can do this, I can't do that, I will have that, I will not have that. These are boundaries, and these are something very, very important, not just for you, but for everybody to have, because if we don't have them and know them, then other people won't know them either and can take advantage of us. Right? And it's kind of not their fault even if we don't have boundaries. The way I see it, at least. Okay. From that, we have mild expansion. We have truth, or your advice from Spirit. Chariot, Cancerian energy. Your truth is courage, action, control. The Chariot separates itself as a vehicle of its own experience, right? Obedience, faithfulness lead to victory. Inwardly attuning oneself towards a goal, conscious of goal. Hope, bravery, triumph. I know I'm just kind of listing words here, but I'm trying to give you an idea of the energy of this card. And in your truth, your personal localized consciousness, you are wanting to immediately tackle a goal with decisiveness and with purpose. You don't want to wait around, right? You also don't want to think that everything's been achieved by simply setting out towards a goal. You want to smash the crap out of it, right? What your goal is, I have no clue. But you have one, and that's a great thing to have. In your wisdom, you've got a bunch of them. You have a lot of change coming here, right? But it's slow. Or it's not as fast as you wish it would be. This is a mood of departure. This is this is the first card of the Major Arcana where it's like you're going out and you're finally going and doing shit and getting shit done, right? Objective truth. whatever it is you're experiencing through this Hierophant, the source of all this, in your personal localized consciousness, you're like, oh, cool, I get it. Thanks, Hierophant. Let's go. I want to do something with this. And that's great. And you will do something with it, but you also need to be patient so that this can grow. So that when this wheel isn't going the way you want, you don't crash and burn into a tower. That's why you also need to have rules and stability and clear structure. But this is good. This is good. This is Chariot and Tippereth. You can't go wrong with that, in my estimation. All right. We're entering into your world of analysis and planning, also known as formation. Your hot expansive force there, also known as wisdom. No, excuse me, also known as victory. Or if you would like, your ambitions. Sun in Aries. Lord of Virtue. Lord of Virtue. Just checking your rulership, which is Mars. Okay. The rulership has a little extra say about what's going on in December. So the boundaries and the stability and clear structure thing, you're big on that. Very big on that. In December. Yes. Okay. Not sure what your exaltation is. I do know what your fall sign is, which is Cancer. That's interesting. Okay. But at any rate, this is Venus. This is relationships, values, and balance. And this is the Three of Wands. This is a card that says, just hold up, just be patient. We know you want to go and do all those things, but just be patient. Just be patient. This is awaiting results. This is success with patience. Development over time. Encourages you to confidently look at your future and see yourself tackling goals, right? It's about ready to act. It's not acting just yet, but it's getting there. It's about ready, right? It's that moment on the track, right? Where everyone's getting down, right? Right before the gun goes off, right? But like for a whole month. And that's probably not too reassuring for you, because I see so much energy here that wants to just get fucking going, pardon my French, but you do. And this is created from the Princess of Wands and Hesed or love or any other title you can give it, okay? So she wants to get going, but your victory, what you really want, really want is to be patient, to give yourself balance, because there he is again. You need that stability, you need that clear structure. You need to become that leader. And great leaders, they have patience. They know when to go and when to stop and all that good stuff. This is also forging delicate bonds, hopeful relationships, so you might be meeting some new people in December. That's very cool. That could be a thing that you're doing, Scorpio. Why do I keep talking like this? I don't know. Okay. But there it is. All right. You will find your victory in virtue and patience and keeping with it. This has a lot in common with this card, right? Day in, day out, repetition, hard work, success with time. Success with patience, development over time, intelligence applied to nature. Okay. You don't need me to lecture you. You get it. Okay. So from that, consolidate into form. Your methods, your means, your splendor. It's the devil, Capricorn energy. I believe the Capricorn's also ruled by Mars, which is interesting to me. Okay. This isn't the best card. It's in other decks you have the devil. but he's one of the angel cards. He represents Uriel, the light of God. What that means exactly, I'm not exactly sure, to be honest. But it sounds cool. This is projection of mind as measurement, as matter, as meter. It's like what I see is what matters, right? It's like the matrix. And it's actually on its path here, on the tree, which I find interesting and probably makes it a little bit stronger for you. It is wanting to become, right? It's having something inside of you, like these sperm, and them wanting to come out and be, right? And that's how you're expressing your love, right? Being spontaneous and wanting to act and wanting to get going, right? Truth, splendor. And this is governed by Mercury, thoughts, communication, and travel. Oh, you want to get going, and you can hear it in your thoughts. Hear it in your thoughts. Yeah. What this also is a confrontation with your shadow, instant gratification, I believe I said connection to the mirror, connection to the material world, prohibited activities, attachment to reputation. Yeah, something here in the material world is giving you all the energy that you put into your victory, your ambitions. When you let that go, this is where it goes, or this is how it shows up. The devil, the material world, what's here. And whatever is here is working for you at the moment. Now, it might not be great, and might not be a healthy relationship by any means or standards, but for right now, it's doing it for you. And I'm not going to judge you for that. This could also be a thirst for power. I'm not going to judge you for that either. Just want to let you know what the energy of your splendor is. It's very ambitious. It wants something. What that is, I don't know. All I know is that it's a thing that has edges in time or space. Yeah. And that was not always a bad thing. This could just simply be great ambition. All right? Yeah. There's a lot of back and forth here. Of you wanting to expand and then needing stability, of you wanting to tackle something and then being patient, having ambition and then mild expansion from that. Your foundation for December is the Nine of Wands, Moon in Sagittarius, under the moon. Emotions, needs, feelings. This is clear, pure intelligence. It's experiencing a surge or a flow of energy. It is skill, expertise. It encourages brave action and trust in your intuition. It's also trust in your capabilities. It's reaching a new and promising level. It's boundaries. Yeah. It's beginning a plan with commitment, confidence. And the moon is where you fall. Well, the moon is your false sign. I mean, maybe you really are developing some skills here. Perhaps that's why the devil is your vision of splendor. You want to do something with this. But just remember, your wisdom's telling you to be patient, to not interfere too much, to kind of let it be, because it's already growing. You are already growing. You are already changing. You're already doing a lot. And you are reaching that new promising level. You're becoming a master. It's the card of mastery. Skill, expertise, I already said. Okay. So from that, your manifestation, your participation, what you embody in December is this 10 of Cups, Lower Satiety, Mars and Pisces. And it's the 10 in the 10th spot, which makes it extra strong, extra spicy. What this is overindulgence. It's a projection. It encourages you to enjoy your happiness with others, but not to cling to it or grasp to it, which is interesting because fortune, it's oh my god, I can't think of the word. Don't want to say Jewish. Hebrew, thank you. In the back, its Hebrew letter is Kaf. No, it's not Kaf. Whatever it is, it's for a closed hand or a fist, right? You can actually see the fist here if you look really close. And I can't see it right now, but it's in there somewhere. Okay. Oh, there it is. You see it? Really small. It's right there. It's the fist. What I'm getting at is that it's a fist, which is a closed hand, which is desire, right? Samsara Dharma, wanting something, grasping something. Also, the devil, right, would also do that. Where was I going with this? Not cling to something, right? You need to learn to let, or need to understand or receive this energy of letting go, of trusting the universe. And you are showing up in your world of participation as just reveling in your feelings, right? Just feeling them all, good or bad, up, down, right, left. You're feeling them all. It's going to be a very emotional time for you. Card also speaks of recognizing that a culmination brings them to an ascent, or the ascent. So when you're full, no more eating, right? And you feel really emotional, that's good, get it out, have a good cry. Don't try not to overindulge. This could also be gratitude, simplicity, a great collaboration, sociableness. Also could be getting everything you wanted, realizing it's not everything you wanted, but that's like one out of every 10 times. So intuitively, what I see here for you is just not feeling overwhelmed, but more kind of just being overwhelmed with all your emotions, with all this new energy that you're coming through with the Hierophant here, wanting to grow it and change through it, which you are, but also not having control of everything, wanting things to just kind of happen, but needing stability and clear structure, wanting to go out on your own, needing to be patient, having ambition, having the strength. It's just all creating a lot of feelings. This card traditionally also speaks of starting a family, so you might be doing that, you might not be. So, yeah. If you are, that's awesome. Yeah. So that's pretty much what I've got for you, Scorpio. We've gone over the time here. Just try to hold it together in December. Decembers are not easy for a lot of people, and they bring up a lot of emotions for everyone. So you're not the only one. You're not alone, and you're changing for the better here, for real. I mean, you don't have any really. These are all great cards. They're just kind of all at odds with each other a little bit. So, if you like the video, like the video. If you like what I do here on the channel, please subscribe, and I will see you next year, Scorpio. Okay? Much love. Bye-bye.